This is extremely dangerous to our democracy.
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 And this is extremely dangerous to our democracy.
So we all keep hearing about how Trump is going to be the end of democracy as we know it. That if he wins the election, it will be the end of the republic. We must vote to stop Donald Trump. This is the election of our lifetimes. We have to stop the evil Donald Trump. And my simple question is, who actually believes this? I don't think anybody actually does. Conventional wisdom would tell you to ignore what people say, but pay attention to what they do. And for all of these people to think the downfall of the republic is imminent, which according to the polling, it most certainly is. It's looking like New York is going to be a battleground state. What? That's insane. So it's looking like Donald Trump is going to win the election, and the downfall of the republic is certainly imminent, right? Why are these people not acting like it? Surely all of these people would be buying guns, gold, gasoline, and non-perishable foods, right? The downfall is coming, yet nobody is actually acting like it because nobody believes it. All of these people saying this are mostly yuppie white people that are pretending to be revolutionaries. Guess what, guys? The revolution will not be televised or be on Twitter because there isn't one. Donald Trump, he's just an orange dickhead. It's not going to be the end of the world. He's just an orange dickhead. We've had him before. It'll be probably the same thing again. He's just alive, and that's his advantage over Joe Biden, is that he is alive and conscious. This is a stark contrast when you compare it to something like COVID. Regardless of what you think about COVID, at least these people put their money where their mouth was. They really fucking believed that COVID was going to be the end of the world. Why? Because their actions dictated it. They went to the grocery stores and bought everything. You couldn't even wipe your ass for 3 months because people really did think it was going to be the end of the world. And their actions showed that. They went and sold all their stocks for like 50% of their value to people like me. They genuinely fucking believed it, and God bless them, because it was the biggest wealth transfer in the history of the world. So people really fucking believed it, at least for a while. I think this is a situation where there's just a small percentage of people that are incredibly loud, and those incredibly loud people in the past have had a lot more sway over things, but now as people, like, I guess, sort of wake up and become numb to it, their influence is just less and less and less and less. And that would be primarily the mainstream media. The average American is a very low information voter. They really don't pay attention to politics. So I don't think this Trump doom and gloom narrative is really going to work, because he was the president before in 2016 and it wasn't the end of the world. Now, the mainstream media and the 24/7 live coverage of Donald Trump certainly made it seem like it was. But I think that people are becoming immune to it. I think that the media had turned up the volume so loud on the Trump outrage that now people have become immune to it. It's like a car alarm that's been going off for fucking 8 years, and eventually you just sort of zone it out. With Trump, there were so many scandals that does anyone really give a fuck anymore? Just off the top of my head, when I was, thinking up this video, we have Stormy Daniels. He's a Russian agent. He's working with Putin. He's a rapist. He's an insurrectionist. January 6th. He overvalued his real estate. He's friends with Jeffrey Epstein and is a child molester now. He's been convicted of 9,000 felonies. He will end democracy. And now the new one, Project 2025. I mean, do you think the average person is going to keep up with all of this and be like, well, he really wasn't a Russian agent, but this 2025 thing, it's definitely that, for sure. No, I think the average person is just sitting here looking at this going, damn, they really want to get this guy. They can't get this guy. They just don't like him. I think that's what your average person is thinking, because most people aren't in the minutia, like are paying attention to the minutia of this thing. And even if you're trying to, it's almost impossible. Like, whatever happened with all the Russia shit? It just seemed like, oh, it's nothing. Like, oh, okay. You guys, it seemed like it was a big fucking deal for like 3 years, and now it's just nothing. Okay. Now it's Project 2025. Gotta get him. Get that fucking Trump. Get him. I just don't think the doom and gloom narrative surrounding Trump is gonna stick for the average voter. The average voter has already experienced Donald Trump and is likely having a worse time under Joe Biden. All of the Bidenomics that, are apparently so great basically only benefit the people that already had assets, because assets inflated in value with inflation. The only thing that really kept up with inflation are the assets, like stocks and if you own a house. So if you're just some Joe Blow that like rents a house and is just kind of working class and you don't have like a stock portfolio, you're probably doing worse under Joe Biden, because the inflation right now is just crazy. Now, if you do have assets, your assets did inflate in value and have mostly kept up with inflation. But even if you're somebody like me who does have like, a stock portfolio, when you adjust those returns for inflation, it looks a whole lot less nice. Yes, the number went up, but so did the price of fucking everything. The actual value of your holdings is really not that much more when you adjust it for real inflation, not CPI, Looney Tunes inflation. If anyone fucking believes that, you're crazy. And then there's the 10,000-pound elephant in the room, and that is Joe Biden. Holy fucking shit, guys. Trump may be a narcissist, egomaniac, orange asshole, but at least he's alive. He's conscious and can talk and will be alive in the next 4 years. It's honestly insane that there are a large percentage of people that are going to vote for a fucking corpse. I think the number is like 78% of people think Joe Biden is too old to be president. 78%. It's impossible to get 78% of people to agree on anything. Less than 78% of people think we landed on the moon. But those people all agree that fucking Biden is too old. So, damn, man. It's fucking wild. I cannot stop watching the Joe Biden train wreck. It's every day. Every day it's something with Joe Biden making some crazy mistake or just like off in the distance. It's wild. So let me know what you guys think in the comments down below. Have a good one. Hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, be sure to subscribe with notifications on. Follow me on Instagram and Twitter, and join the Discord. It's free.